Chrissy Swan Show.
Hello there, welcome to your Friday.
Good afternoon, Swanee.
I know that we carry on about Thursdays being the best day of the week, but I think everybody knows that Friday's the best.
It's just that Friday's too obvious to say, but it's obviously Friday.
I do feel flat every time I come in here, though, on a Friday, because everybody's working from home, and I'm thrilled for them. I'm thrilled for them. My God. If I could, I would. But, gee, I miss them. I miss their faces. I miss talking about their outfits and
it's like
what they're
being
doing.
At school on the weekend, isn't it?
It is, yes. I know. Now, have you noticed that I'm getting friskier and naughtier the older I get?
Perhaps. Yeah, definitely compared to the start of our friendship 8 years ago, you've definitely loosened up a bit.
Yeah, I get a little thrill from breaking rules.
Yeah, okay.
And I've been very excited. I went to my mailbox and there were 3 letters with my address on them, but not my name.
Oh, so like old owners or?
Well, I don't recognise any of these names.
Right.
I know that there's one owner and occasionally something comes through, usually from the kids' school, like their kids' schools. But these ones are all new. And I am so tempted to open them.
I don't know if you can. Is that legal?
But I want to see what they are.
I get it, because you are very curious.
I'm a very curious person, and I never do anything naughty, really. You know, I'm so safe. This feels naughty. My favourite name here on the envelope is Hardy B. Jones.
Sorry, who?
Hardy B.
I like it like that.
Hardy B. Imagine if I opened it and it was like fake nails or something.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Got to write a note to myself to remind myself to look up the clip for that song.
With Kanye and Kim?
Yes.
Yes, I loved her with that blonde hair on the back of that motorbike.
I just remember my mind being blown by the entire process.
Chrissy's Say G'day.
I am holding in my hand an envelope that clearly says personal.
Yes, it does.
But it has my address on it.
But not your name, Swanee.
No, it says Hardy B. Jones. I wonder if it's any relation to Cardi B.
Our gal.
I mean, look, if this was addressed to Cardi B, I'd be very nervous about what was inside.
Right.
I want to open it so badly. This appeals to my newly minted naughty side and my curiosity that I was born with. But I seek your counsel, beautiful listeners of the Chrissy Swan Show. Should I open these letters? I've got 3 of them. Michelle, what do you think?
Hello, Chrissy. How are you?
Look, I'm so good, but I feel like this is not the right thing to do.
I think you should, because if it doesn't have a return address, you need to open it to see if they've put the address inside the envelope. It's the right thing to return it so that person gets the letter.
Michelle, you're a sweet kid, but it says very clearly. You know what it says.
What happens if it's really important and that person doesn't get it?
It says, if not delivered, return to P.O. Box, blah, 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 Albury.
Oh, it does it? Oh.
Just pretend we didn't see that.
You're very naughty.
I'm holding it up to the light. Priceline pharmacy voucher for you, Michelle.
Let's go to Melissa.
I feel like you are very dangerous women. Melissa, are you tempting me to do something that's probably illegal?
100%, Dal. Live your life on the edge.
YOLO.
Which one would you choose? The one to Hardy B. Jones, the one to Mitch Walt. That's a great name. Mitch Walt.
Mitch Walt.
You need to open all of them. Why are they using your address?
Or the one to Seth Dialino.
Wait, are these made up names? Is someone having you on? Because they sound fake.
They do. I mean, there's only one way to find out, Melissa.
Do it.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Let's finish with Stacey, Melissa. You've got a Priceline pharmacy voucher. Stacey, is it illegal to open mail?
Jack, when I'm talking to Stacey, can you please Google the following term? Is it illegal to open mail that is not addressed to you? Hello, Stacey.
Hello. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe I'm speaking to you.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up? Tell me what you're doing this weekend, Stace.
Oh, this weekend. Tomorrow I'll be going to my daughter's netball games, and then Sunday I'll be working.
Is your daughter, does she play the role of centre, the position of centre?
Oh, sometimes they're still pretty young, so they kind of move around still a fair bit. But they both like shooting, so they both try to get in there.
Shooting's the hero shift, isn't it, Stace?
It very much is.
All right, now what am I doing with these 3 letters? A bonanza. I mean, you barely get one a year, and I got 3 on one day.
Oh, you have hit the jackpot, and I think you should absolutely open all 3.
But what if it's illegal?
Oh, well.
Well, I think it is, but really, apart from us and all the people listening, who's going to know that you've opened it?
Stacey, I'm giving you a Priceline pharmacy voucher.
Done some research, Swanee. It says it is an offence to open mail that you are not authorised to open. That is if it is not addressed to you. Yes, it's not your name, but it is addressed to you because that is your address, and I believe that is a technical loophole, and we are opening the mail.
I don't think it's going to... If you've been living in your house for a long time, it's probably not going to be that important if they don't know where the person really lives.
Yeah.
That is so true. I've been there for ages.
Open Hardy B. I want to see what Hardy B's
But that's the
received.
That's the worst one. Oh, look,
Quickly.
all right, I'm doing it. Oh, my God.
It also depends, like, do they look good or are they not? Are they bills? You don't want to open the bills.
True.
Okay, it is... Oh, we transferred an amount of $110.
Oh.
Hardy B's got some super coming their way.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, Priceline Sister Club members. Don't forget, when you shop at Priceline, there is more to love as a Sister Club member. Every point gets you closer to a $5 reward. Scan your card in store or log in online and start shopping.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know, way back when I first got into true crime, it was a great shame. I'm that old to remember times that I had to lie to people in bookstores and blame the purchases on my nutso mother.
It wasn't like on trend back then.
No.
But Patty really discovered it early. Oh, wait, did Patty actually get into it as well?
We both loved it.
Yeah.
But I would go to bookstores to get true crime books. And I would say, oh, my mum's just a sicko. Can you point me in the direction of the true crime? Now it's very accepted and there's podcasts everywhere.
A million.
You know, Netflix is crawling with these things. I would just want to do a side note here.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Last Stop Larimer yet, please watch it.
You must.
And I did watch American Nightmare.
I loved that. You made me watch that.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of recommendations for the weekend. But this has grabbed me. Niece accused of using spaghetti to murder her great aunt.
Tell me we're in Italy.
We are in Italy.
Of course.
We are in Italy in the diabolical mind of Paolo Pepe.
What was that again?
Paola Pepe. Paola Pepe, who is the great niece of Maria Basso. Now, when I was trying to work out how to explain this story for you, I started to do a family tree to explain
Okay, Ancestry.com.
where a great niece fits in, and then I lost the will to live, much like Maria Basso. Now, Maria Basso didn't have kids of her own,
Right.
was in a home and left her will was all in order. 80 years old, you'd hope that it would be. She was going to leave all her money to charity. What a gorgeous woman. Very kind. She was also very elderly, and when you get elderly, similar to when you're very, very young, you got to be careful what you eat.
Yeah.
So you can choke on stuff.
Yeah.
So
hazardous.
At the retirement home, it was very clear that she was not allowed to have spaghetti, which is a crime in itself for an Italian, which is an Italian woman. But I'm sure she could have enjoyed some penne, some orecchiette.
Some gnocchi.
But definitely not spaghetti because it's about the same, you know, you can see why this happened. Well, Paola Pepe caught wind of the fact that her great aunt had a stash of money that was going to go to charity.
No.
And Paola started to turn up. Yes, the Godfather indeed.
Yeah.
Started to turn up. I mean, can you imagine the lack of character of this person? Started to turn up, won over the affections of her great aunt, this 80-year-old woman, and made her sign over the will to her. Once that was done, Paola Pepe served her up a big bowl of spaghetti.
And wait, did she choke on it or how did she pass?
She's still alive, which is good.
Oh.
But this is a murder plot.
Oh.
So the good news is why I can talk about it.
Phew.
Oh, actually, no, she is dead.
Swan!
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I hope the sauce was carbonara if it was her last meal.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Now, you know I live on my phone.
Yes.
Everything that happens in my life is automatically put into, is it iCal?
I think so, like the phone's calendar app.
Everything's there. Reminders, notes, addresses, dates, sometimes 3 or 4 appointments for the same thing are under there.
And you and I have a shared calendar for the show too, so things would get put in there that you're not even across.
And there's duplicates. I mean, it's just a nightmare. There's often 10 or 15 things on every day. I have been looking at this day coming up, the 1st of March, Friday. And there's things in there like cushions done, pharmacist Leo, blah, 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 in at work 12 noon, la, la, la. And then there's been this one that I keep on looking at that I do not recognise. It says, call Joe. And then
Who is Joe?
Exactly, and a phone number. And I wish that I could see when I put that in.
Yeah, because if you had a date of creation, you could look back at what was happening on that day, try and trigger your thoughts.
Right. But I feel like I've been looking at this and thinking, who is Joe and why is she so important that I've put her in my diary to call? Well, today's the day. Today is the 1st of March. And I have asked Gemma, who's working with us today instead of Tom. Hi, Gemma.
We've stolen her from Ricky Lee,
We
Tim and
sure
Joel
have.
for a few hours.
And I've given her the number that is attached to this note. And we're going to find out who Joe is and why she's been in my calendar for, I'm going to say, the best part of a year.
Alrighty, I'm turning the phone on and up, Swanee. Joe, are you there?
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Joe.
Okay, Joe. Can we...
I can't believe I'm talking to you, Chrissy.
Either can I, Joe? Do we know each other? Why did I write down in my diary, in like next to important stuff like get new bra and do not forget milk? Why do I say call Joe today?
Well, I'm so pleased I've come up on your day today as being important. Well, it is actually important for me today. It's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Joe!
I've turned the big 5-1 today.
Oh.
It was my 50th last year.
And how has this year been? Are you a brand new woman full of vim and vigour, Joe?
Yes, I'm looking forward to like a whole new life ahead for me since I've turned 50. So, it's going great.
And how did you land yourself in Chrissy's calendar, Joe? Do you remember?
Well, it still goes back to a year ago. My sneaky daughter messaged you, Chrissy, and said, it's Mum's 50th birthday. She could really do with a pick-me-up, and she loves you and makes all your recipes and follows you on Instagram. And anyway, so you sent Claire a video to say happy birthday to me, and she sent it to me, and I had a heart attack when on my phone. And anyway, so when you turned 50 back in November, I thought, I'm going to wish Chrissy a happy birthday as well. So I just sent you a little happy birthday, and then lo and behold, you sent me a message back straight away saying, thank you. And I sort of explained that you were, had sent me a birthday message. And she said, I'm going to send you a message on your 51st birthday. Can I have your phone number, please?
Oh, my God! And I've delivered, Joe!
Yes!
You did it. Chrissy, you don't have to send me another message. Don't be silly. And I didn't give you my number, and you were so insistent. You said, yes, please. Send it.
I really had to be in my bonnet. I love a return favour. Well, I tell you what, I'm turning 51 on November 3rd this year, and I expect a phone call from you, Joe. And so it will go. So it will go every year until we die.
That's right. Well, that sounds
perfect to me.
Happy birthday, beautiful. I'm so glad.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's talk J-Lo.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Now, there is a documentary on Prime called This Is Me Now, featuring Jennifer Lopez, Jenny from the Block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that she's got, Jack. She's still Jenny from the Block.
Look, I'm not a massive fan of J-Lo, but I love that for her fans, she does produce a lot for them. Like, if you loved J-Lo, you've always got content to watch and songs to be listening to.
That's true. And, you know, she gives other good stuff, like she was papped yesterday holding hands while shopping with Ben Affleck. I mean,
did see that.
That's going to give you a fix if you are a J-Lo fan.
And I love Ben.
Now, I could think of nothing worse than watching the film This Is Me Now. And it seems that I'm not alone. In that documentary, there is a scene where her people are going through the list of no's she has received.
We sent out all the offers last night to everybody, and we're waiting to hear back on a few people, like Jane Fonda.
Taylor Swift is a no.
Jason Momoa's not available. Jennifer Coolidge not available. Lizzo not available.
And Lizzo was shocked to hear this. She's obviously watched the doco. Late, by the way.
Yeah.
It's been out for months.
Come on, Lizzo.
And this is what Lizzo had to say.
Lizzo's not available.
Ain't nobody told me nothing. Nobody asked me. J-Lo, I love you.
Oh, well, there you go. That is a missed opportunity.
So do we think it was a manager that didn't ask Lizzo, or...?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those big-time managers just go make an executive decision. Or maybe she did check the calendar and went, nah.
Also, Lizzo had a bit going on towards the end of last year.
That'd be it, Jack.
Maybe someone in J-Lo's team stopped it without telling J-Lo.
That checks out. Now, we've got a Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, Mr. and Mrs. Bieber update. Yesterday we were talking about how her dad, Hailey Bieber's dad, Stephen Baldwin, posted to the socials a weird and concerning messages saying, basically, please pray for my daughter and her husband, Justin Bieber. And, you know, just hope with everything you've got that they find the Lord Jesus Christ.
It was most bizarre because we didn't know what was going on, and he didn't really let on what was going on.
Yeah.
But it sounded grim.
It turns out that something is going on. We're not 100% sure what yet. And Hailey is annoyed. She is very, very annoyed. She's so annoyed that she's got a groovy outfit on and gone to church with her husband, Justin Bieber, who is dressed like something from, I don't know what. He looks like something from South Park.
He looks like he's just come out of hiding.
Yeah.
It's he does look like a South Park character.
Yeah, he looks like a South Park character. Anyway, they have been papped leaving church, which I think is a wonderful act of passive aggression to her father.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Yes, we're so thrilled to have you, but a bit of drama for a Friday. Jack has had to step out of the studio, and I've just found this guy walking past. Welcome to the show, Leno.
Oh, hi, Chrissy.
Now, we've known each other for a little while. You are usually in Sydney.
Yeah.
But we have never been on air together.
Never.
How many times have you used that technological panel that's in front of you?
I love that you're asking me after we're here. Ha! You haven't checked my CV beforehand.
I certainly have
like,
not.
Hey, do you know what this button does? You can just jump in.
You were alive. You were alive and you were gorgeous and you were close to the studio, and I said, get in behind there, sir.
Thank you. Well, here I am. I don't know what we're doing, but I know how to turn your microphone on and I know how to play the song.
Well, weirdly, I sort of do know what we're doing. We're going to do a round of Chrissy's Quizzy next. Got a bum bag up for grabs. Yes, you do.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's do this.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Now, if you've just tuned in, you would have missed the dramatic announcement that our wonderful usual co-host, Hollywood Jack, has had to step out. And in his place is an equally gorgeous creature called Leno from Sydney.
Oh, thanks, Chrissy. That's very kind. I honestly, I walked into the office. I mean, who walks into the office at 2 o'clock on a Friday anyway? Then I just get dragged into the studio, and here I am.
I mean,
doing Chrissy's Quizzy. I mean, what a time in my life.
This is a plum gig, Leno. I'm going to be checking the CCTV footage to see if you didn't just poison Jack to get in here. Hello, Georgia. You are our first player.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It just says that you're from Araby. Is that Raby Bay?
No, it's Raby in Campbelltown.
Oh, it's Raby in Campbelltown. Well, I got that wrong. You are coming up against Danny from Ashwood. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Chrissy.
How are you? Are you excited about the weekend?
Yeah, always.
Do you have to do those hideous, insufferable, interminable children's sports?
Oh, yes. I've got 3 of them.
Danny,
so
why?
Lots of running around. I know. I just want to chill on the weekend, but it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. Well, it can happen, and you can reclaim your weekends. But anyway, I digress. Your names are your buzzers, girls. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with the Money Can't Buy Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. Leno is on the buttons.
Here I am.
Question number 1. Which Australian singer has this week become the first female in the world to hit 3 billion streams on Spotify? It isn't who you think.
Danny.
Yes, Danny?
I can't remember the name. Oh, my God, I can't remember the name. Tones and I.
Yes, it is Tones and I. Isn't that amazing?
Good on her.
Good on her. Extraordinary. Her new song's great too, by the way. Question number 2. Can you name the parade that will take place in Sydney?
Danny.
Yes, Danny?
Mardi Gras?
Correct. Have you been keeping track of the score, Leno? Because normally Jack does.
Oh, actually, yeah, I need it. It's
I think
2-0.
it's 1 each. Oh, 2-0.
Yes, to Danny.
So,
I
Danny.
need a pen.
Danny, this is...
I'll do this mentally.
I'm across it now. Good luck. Danny, this is for the win. Which Nova presenter released this cover of I Was Made for Loving You today?
Danny.
Danny for the win.
Ricky?
It is Ricky Lee Coulter. She's coming up at 4 o'clock, and you have a bum bag. Well done, ladies, and well done, Leno.
Oh, thanks so much.
That was fun.
This was fun. It was the highlight of my life.
We will be back in a few moments with a call to one of my favourite people of all time.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I am obsessed with those made-up articles that you see about very famous people in this country.
You've fallen victim to it, haven't you?
I have fallen victim to it. And I love them. I really love them. There's one of me where it's a photograph taken. I'm out for lunch and I'm drinking a tonic and lime.
Yeah.
And whoever's made this ad, I don't even know what they're plugging or what the, scandalous story is, but they've messed with my nose and my teeth.
Right.
And it looks like I've got those plastic retainers.
Yes.
It's the dodgiest, most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Another fantastic one is Dickie. Remember Dickie being arrested in the park?
I love it so much because they look so real.
I know. I wish that one was.
I wish that one was too. And frankly, it could be. But this latest one that has thrilled me is about Larry Emder.
Our favourite.
He's just one of my favourite human beings. What a darling. But this one is a photo of him looking quite concerned. And the headline is, Larry Edmuir, media career over. He did not, one word, know that his mic was on.
I mean, we've all been there. I kind of believe that.
Oh, my God, we've all been there. And if anyone's going to stuff it up, it's Larry Emder.
It's Laz.
I want to know how he feels about this.
Let's call him. Let's just dial him live now.
Would he be? Yes, he's finished work. Absolutely.
All right.
Hello.
Swifty Lazar.
Hey.
It's your pal, Chrissy. How are you?
Hey, Chrissy, my pal. How you doing?
Good. You sound like there's no background noise around you. And is that because, Larry Edmuir, your media career is over?
It's over. I'm just sitting, I'm under a train, like a train sort of bridge, just sitting here on my own. I'm done. Edmuir.
Larry Edmuir, media career over. Did you click on the link and find out what you said when you did not know that your mic was on?
No, I didn't, because I thought maybe Larry Edmuir was someone else. I thought maybe someone else's career was over.
Have you been approached by viewers and, lovers of you saying, oh, my God, are you all right? Like, do people believe this stuff?
Many. This has gone wide, this scam. And while plenty of people can laugh it off, but like some, friends of my mum, like the people who aren't right up with technology, click on those things, right? There's so many of them around. But, I had a good laugh at it. And I thought that it digitally altered my face as well. So I was kind of happy with the shot. I'm going to use that shot for my publicity shot.
I got to say, you look really hot in the photo.
Right?
I wonder if Nat Barr wigged out Larry, because she's sort of photographed, well, they've placed her in the corner of it, so it makes you think that maybe you've said something salacious or savage about her.
Yeah, well, I do, but so they had plenty of shots. They would have plenty of shots of me saying inappropriate things to Nat Barr.
I think, look, obviously, they've spelt your name wrong. They've written "did not" as one word. So straight away that, I knew it was a scam straight away, but anybody who has watched television over the last 400 years would know that you, Larry Emder,
yes,
is never going to have a career that is over.
Well, I hope you're wrong. At some point, I just want to sit in a little cave at Bondi Beach and click on all these scams like a normal person would.
I'm hoping the next one is that glorious photograph taken, it looks like in Centennial Park in Sydney, where the person, like Richard Wilkins, and someone else has been photographed there, I can't remember which, is having, they've got their arms around their back by the police and being led off. They look like they've had a very rough night. So look, fingers crossed that's next for you, Larry.
Crimes against television.
And
it's
Larry,
not a stretch.
Whilst we have you, Chrissy and I, as you know, are your biggest fans. When are we starting the 2024 campaign for Larry for Gold?
Yes.
Well, now that I've been cancelled, I don't think I'm eligible.
Oh, damn it.
There's probably bloody Denya behind this campaign.
Yes. Yeah. Well, make sure that you're up for nomination. You know where my vote's going to go.
Oh, you gorgeous thing. Thank you.
You are magnificent. I'll let you get back to your finished career, Larry.
Yeah, I've actually got nothing to do since I've been cancelled.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Bye-bye.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I do love this time of the week when we check the correspondence.
Chrissy's correspondence.
Leno, Jack has had to step out of the studio for a minute, and Leno has stepped in.
Yes, I was in and I was out. I'm back in.
And you're normally in Sydney.
Yes.
You would be fully across Chrissy's correspondence, of course. It's all our favourite messages.
I try to correspond every week, and I haven't heard a single one of my things read out,
That's
Chrissy.
because you're blocked.
Okay.
Now, you may have heard this week that I'm having a massive problem at home with my kids. I buy a little treat for myself, and I go to eat it, and the wrapper is there, but it's empty, or there's no evidence that it was ever there. And I had a massive whinge this week, and the DMs blew up.
Right, okay.
I got hundreds of messages that showed this Perspex box with what's that rolly code thing called on padlocks and that? Combination lock.
Oh, yes.
That you put in the fridge. So the torture of it is that the child can see the Kit Kat inside it but doesn't know the code to get it. So that was one thing. But then Kathy says to me, oh my God, keeping stashes of treats from your kids really struck a nerve with me. My two sons are both fitness freaks, and my husband and I not so much. So mum and dad, normal, sons, crazy about health and fitness. She says that her and her husband have been known to sneak to the next suburb to eat KFC at a park like we are dealing crack. We get nervous when we hear cars drive past in case it's our children. I love it. Also, here are some great hiding spots if you are also suffering from this deep injustice. We hide treats. This is from Simone. Simone hides treats in juice boxes inside an empty bao bun box. So it's a double layer.
Yeah.
And because her son doesn't like baos, bang. It's hiding in plain sight.
You could have put any of the snacks in the vegetable crisper when I was a kid, and I would never have found them.
No, see, my kids like fruit and veg. They're very irritating that way. And what about this one? Hide your goodies in an empty tampon box.
Oh,
now
I wouldn't
that's
find
genius.
That.
No, exactly. No one would. All right, last week we did a deep dive on mayo. Tommy is the best. And Emma reached out to say, I absolutely love your show and I thoroughly enjoyed the chat about mayonnaise last week. I deeply wanted Chrissy to be wrong about Tommy being the best, but I tried it yesterday and I'm never buying any other brand ever again. Emma, you're welcome.
Okay, hang on. Do me a quick service here, Chrissy.
Yeah.
What am I missing? What is the...
It's just the best. It's silky. It's got a really neutral flavour.
Okay.
It's the best. It's not eggy. It's not coagulated.
And what is it
jelly.
again? I missed the name.
Mayonnaise. Tommy mayonnaise.
Tommy.
T-H-O-M-Y.
Okay. Is that like a Cubie?
I think it's Dutch.
Okay.
Cubie's Japanese. Yeah. All right, and let's finish with... actually, no, this is a community service announcement. Renee, we did a air fryer bonanza yesterday. They're life-changing.
They are.
Appliance. And Emma said she was listening, but she missed the name of the company. It is the Cookware Company. That's where we were giving the air fryers away from, and they are the best. Let's finish with this one. I'm sad Jack isn't here because these are his favourite. 13 Eacham has some constructive feedback for me and Jack. Worst radio host ever. Bro, you and Jack are trash, brah.
Oh.
You deserve to get that fine and more. I blocked whoever that was.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's clickbait.
All right, I saw this headline and I couldn't help but click on it. Man has personal parts. That's what my mum used to make us call it. Man has his personal parts bitten off and eaten by his pet dog.
Oh!
Now, this happened in Germany where they're mad for a bratwurst, as you know. This dog, you cannot blame this dog.
What was it, like a Rottweiler or something?
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, German Shepherd.
Yeah, German Shepherd. Well, it's in Germany.
Yeah, of course.
This dog is a mixed breed, but is around the same size as a Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh my God, it's a little rat dog.
The authorities were called to his home and the dog was barking all the time. That's how the alarm was raised. If you could decipher what the dog was saying, he would have been saying, I've done something wrong here. I ate the wrong sausage.
Stop like the... Oh.
Anyway, they have not found the personal part.
Well, it would be like digested and coming out in dog doo-doo.
Oh my God. And they also have not found a weapon, so they're fairly sure that it was this small dog.
It must have had sharp teeth. And also, I wonder what state the personal part was in, you know?
Well, look, now it's seen better days.
True.
It has seen better days.
Wow.
My God. Now,
Swanee, I want to hijack this really quickly because I'm not sure if you're on TikTok, but Taylor Swift...
I should be. I'm not, though.
Taylor Swift's new song has been leaked on TikTok.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
From the Tortured Poets Department?
I believe it must be.
We've been together for 3 hours.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to do it on air and finish the show with it because I thought you'd be excited.
I am.
Let me hit play on it for you.
Oh my God, I've got full body goosebumps. No.
You're having a physical reaction.
No.
I'm kidding, it's AI.
Oh my God, I thought she had lost all her magic.
Can you imagine if she started singing like that though? My Travi made it too.
Can you imagine the heartbreak around the world if she'd lost her poetry? But I tell you what, today marks the 2-week anniversary of the first show in Melbourne of the Eras Tour.
At the G.
And the 1-week anniversary of the first show in Sydney of the Eras Tour. So I'm getting a lot of messages as a bona fide Swiftocrat of people saying they're suffering from PTSD, which is short for post-Taylor Swift depression. And I give this to you. If you are suffering from PTSD, if you wish that you could turn back time, or if you're like me and you're just now a better version of yourself, you're yourself, Taylor's version. take this into the weekend with you. It's a montage of a few of her signature tunes. Have a gorgeous weekend. We will be back on Monday.
Bye.
It's Peg's favourite. Personally. It's so good.
Who mixed it?
I don't know.
Chef's kiss.
It's mixed by somebody who loves her. Oh, God, why is it over?
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.